Hi fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. And can I or may I officially welcome you to Vlogmas 2020. I thought I was going to be consistent. I actually truthfully thought I was going to be vlogging every other day this December, but unfortunately that has not been the case for me. So today is the 7th of December and this is like the second video this December. So sad I didn't meet up with Vlogmas this year, but then what can I say? So far in today's video, I'm sure you can tell already from the title, I'll be attempting the first time tag, and what this simply means is me answering questions on the first time I attempted a couple of stuffs. So far I'm already feeling like there's a lot of tea spilling in this tag, but then I promise to answer all, so help me God. Anyway fam, in case you're coming by my face for the very first time, I am a content creator based in Lagos, Nigeria, and I vlog about fashion, beauty and lifestyle. If that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing already, please. And for my returnees, thanks so much for stopping by to watch another video. You know I truly appreciate it. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Welcome back fam. So the first question says, first app you check when you wake up in the morning. Truthfully, I do not have any app I have to always go to in the morning when I wake up. It generally depends on my mood or if I get a message in any of those apps first. So I don't have a go-to app that I just always have to go to every day I wake up. No, it just depends. It could be WhatsApp, it could be Instagram, any of them. So next says, first broken bone. Fam, I've never broken a bone, and by the special grace of God, I will not break a bone. So the third question says, first foreign country you ever visited. That was South Africa. Yeah, South Africa was the first foreign country I visited. First Instagram, Twitter or Facebook posts. For the life of me, I do not have them, and that's because over time I had changed my handles. I'm sorry fam, I had changed my handles over time. So if I tell you I'm going to show you a picture as my first Instagram picture or Twitter or Facebook, I'm lying. I'm sure I can't find those pictures. They are way gone. Sorry. First makeup item, I remember this vividly. That should be lip gloss. That's because during harmattan my lips get very dry, so I have that lip gloss to help hydrate my lips. I think I'll look for a picture of it. I'll put somewhere on the screen. It was very common, like every other person you come across owned that lip gloss at a time, so I'm sure you can relate. First plane ride you ever went on, that must have been many years ago while I was still a kid, traveling from Lagos to the village maybe for Christmas and all. My dad takes us by air. Can't even remember, been a very long time. First time I ever got into trouble at home and school. I can remember the one of school. Okay, you know, after school, because you're in SS class, you decide to stay back and hang out with friends. And on this very day, on this fateful day, some people, I can't even remember if they were playing or joking or fighting. I can't even remember for the life of me. They broke the louvers in the class, in a classroom, and then my principal was still around and called each and every one of us out. And guess what fam, our punishment was that we are all going to bring one louvers each the next day. You want to know how that story ended? I never bought that louvers. My friend at the time bought mine for me. That's if he even did. I just think they didn't follow up that case, but I thought that was like going to get home and I was going to be in trouble for staying back after school. But trust me fam, after that incident, once school is over, I'm running home. I mean running home. First time you were allowed to put on makeup. There was no time I was not allowed to put on makeup, although I came of age and I fell in love with makeup and I still wearing makeup and nobody asked me. So there was no time I was not allowed to remember the time I was allowed, if that makes sense. First YouTuber you subscribed to, that would be Pick Me. Oh yeah, I loved her fashion and beauty sense and she was one of those that influenced me to own my YouTube channel. Thanks Pick Me. First girlfriend, her name is Lovett. We used to be neighbors at a time and she was like my best friend then. My first cooking experience, that was awful. I tried making the egusi soup And guess what I succeeded in doing? I only succeeded in wasting spices, because the egusi was different from water, water was different from oil, everything was just I made a mess of myself that day trying to cook. I was just eager to make something and I came up with rubbish. My dad just said, thanks so much for wasting our spices. Better luck next time. My first crush. Truthfully, my first crush was my first boyfriend. My first ever boyfriend. Okay, his name is Peter. He's still a very good friend, like a very, very good friend of mine. My first ever cell phone, that should be like the Nokia 3310. It was a very common phone at the time. I'm going to look for the picture I put on the screen, so I'm sure most of you can relate. It was almost everyone using it at a time. Yeah, that was my first ever phone. My first ever date, it must have been in one of all these eateries, maybe Mr. Biggs or something. I can't even remember for the life of me. It's been a while. My first ever kiss, of course, from my first ever boyfriend. My first friend in college. My first friend in college was Apoyemi Ajibade. Yes, she was my very good friend back then in uni. My first heartbreak. That's been a while. I don't even like to talk about it. Sorry. My first Instagram post. I already answered this. I truly can't find these pictures. I truly can't. My first internet activity. Man, technology has really helped us in this country. I remember then always going to the cyber cafe just to check my mail. So my Yahoo Mail was my first internet activity. I can't remember if it was even Yahoo Mail at the time, but then my first ever internet activity has to be email. Like I have to go to the cyber cafe to check my mail in case I have a new mail or send a mail. Back then we couldn't even do all that with our phone. But now you can sit in the comfort of your bedroom and check your mail. Wow. My first job has to be ushering. Yeah, we'll usher at events, get paid, and live large for a while. My first language, English, of course. My first piercing, and when did I get it? That should be this one in my ear, and I got this in 2010. Yeah. My first sexual experience. You know what they say, the internet never forgets. So you can't spill this part of you here. I'm sorry, fam. My first tattoo, I've never done a tattoo. I only do those like temporal ones that probably washes away after like a week or two. I don't have a permanent tattoo on my body for now. My first thought today was actually to deliver a client's order. Yeah. My first time on a train, that should be in 2018 when I went to Dubai. Yeah. My first YouTube video was just an intro. I was just trying to introduce my channel. I'll probably look for it and play. The first concert I ever attended, back then in uni days, MTN usually do this campus concert. They go from one school to the other to organize those concerts. So there was this one they did in my school. MI was there and some other artists. That was the very first concert I went for. The first movie I remember seeing, Love and Basketball. Someone made me watch that movie and I really liked it. The first person I talked to today, that'd be my sister. The first person you text when something exciting happens, my sister or my mom, depending. The first text I sent today, that was to a friend. We're chatting about an event I was supposed to attend and I didn't attend. The first thing I do every morning, probably to pray, then get into the activity of the day. And finally, fam, the first thing I do when I get home is mostly running to the bedroom to have a shower. And fam, that concludes my first time question tag. I didn't know I'd be able to go this far, but I did. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.